Hello, I'm Bukola Joseph. Welcome to my channel. So we are going to be solving wire question on the board. This is a wire question on the board. I'll read the question and then we'll solve the problem together. So the question says find n raised to power 1 minus x is equal to 27 raised to power y and x minus y is equal to 1.5. Find the value of x plus y. The question is on the board. I hope you can see it. So now, this kind of question, given this kind of question, the first thing we need to do is to bring out the question first. Okay, when you bring out the question, then you simplify the first one and make it equation one, and then you simplify the second equation given, and um, you name it equation two. Okay, after we have done that, okay, we are going to join the two equations together. Yeah, we'll merge the two equations. It's either you use substitution method or elimination method, but I think the easier method or the easiest method to use is the elimination method. So we use elimination method to find one of the variable given y. Okay, so we can either eliminate any of the variable, either x or y. So if we eliminate, and then whatever we get for that variable, we substitute in one of the equations, and then we find x plus y. Okay, let's do this together step by step with Bukola Joseph. So we have this question. So the first thing we are going to do is to bring out the first equation. Okay, we simplified the first equation and then we name it equation one. So let's do this. So we have n raised to power 1 minus x is equal to 27 raised to power y. So we simplify this to base 3. So this is 3, 9 is simply equal to 3 times 3, and 3 times 3 is equal to what? 3 raised to power 2. Okay, 3 times 3 is the same thing as 3 raised to power 2. So we are going to be substituting this 9 with 3 raised to power 2. Okay, so it means we'll have 3 raised to power 2, open bracket, 1 minus x is equal to 27. Okay, let's do this. 27, 3 into 27 is 9. 3 into 9 is 3. 3 into 3 is 1. So it means that 27 is equal to 3 times 3 times 3. 3 times 3 times 3 is the same thing as 3 raised to power 3. I hope you are following. Okay, so it means we'll substitute 27 with what? 3 raised to power 3. So we have 3 raised to power 3 y. Okay, if you like, don't put the bracket, and then we'll have 3y instead. So you see this 3, it will cancel this 3, and then we'll be left to what? This times this will give us what? 2 minus 2 times minus x will give us 2x is equal to 3y. Okay, so let's bring the ones with variable together. All right, so we have 3y. If this one comes to this side, it becomes positive, so we have plus 2x is equal to 2. I hope you understand. If 2 is here, we just swapped it. This is the same thing as, okay, let's leave 2 here. We have 3y. And then we took this one to this side. Okay, so you can see, okay, it's the same thing. 2 is equal to, like if you have 2 is equal to 3, I can easily swap 3 is equal to 2. It's the same thing, right? So now we are going to name this equation 1. Now let's deal with the second equation given. So we have x minus y is equal to 1.5. So this is an improper fraction. So we are going to, this is a mixed fraction, sorry. We are going to change this to improper fraction. So we have this x minus y is equal to 2 times 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. Then we have 3 over 2. Okay, so we want it to be a linear equation. To do this, we multiply both sides by 2. Okay, so if we multiply this side by 2, we multiply this side by 2, we multiply this side by 2, we multiply this side by 2. 2 we cancel this, and then we'll have what? This times this will have become 2x. 2 times y will give us what? 2y is equal to what? 3. All right. So we have our second equation to be what? This. Okay. So please, I want to arrange this to blend with what we have here. Okay, you can see y comes before x. Okay, let me blend this one to suit this one. Let x come before y. So it means we'll have 2x plus 3y instead, right? Let it blend. So we have 2x plus 3y. So that we have x with x, y with y as the second. Now, this is it. So we are going to merge these two equations together, 1 and 2. Permit me to clean the upper parts. So we have equation 1 to be what? 2x plus what? 3y is equal to what? 2. This is our equation 1. And then we have equation 2 to be what? 2x minus 2y is equal to 3. This is equation 2. Okay? So we are going to, which one do you want us to eliminate? Which one do you want us to eliminate? So we're going to eliminate one of it. I think it's better we eliminate x. And for us to do this, we have to use the right sign. If I use plus, it will eliminate anyone. We'll have 4x here, and then we have 1y here. Okay, so you have to be very careful with the symbol you are going to be using for elimination. So the best sign to use here is minus, because if you use 2x plus 2x minus 2x, this will go, and then we'll be left with we have, this is 3y minus minus, there's a minus here, mind you, there's a minus on this side. Okay, so we have 3y, this is 0, remember, so we have 3y minus 2y, okay, is equal to 2 minus 3. So we have 2 minus 3. Okay, so we have eliminated x now. So we have 3y minus this will become 3y plus 2y is equal to what? 2 minus 3 will give us minus 1. Okay, so now this is the same thing. We can blend this now. This becomes what? 3y plus 2y will give us 5y is equal to minus 1. Okay. Uh and then we have our y to be equal to that means y will be equal to minus 1. We will divide both sides by 5. We have minus 1 all over what? All over 5. Okay, so this is y. We have gotten our y to be this. So to find x, we are going to be substituting x in any of the equation, either equation 1 or equation 2. So if we substitute this in equation 1, we have 2x plus what? 3y is equal to 2, right? So if we are to substitute this here, we have 2x plus what? 3, remember it's a minus, so we have minus 1 over 5 is equal to what? 2. So we have 2x plus 3 times this, we have minus 3 all over 5 is equal to what? 2. We're trying to find x. Okay, so if we would have this, what is the next thing to do? We can multiply each of these by 5. Okay, so if we multiply each of these by 5, we'll have 2 times 5 will give us 10x. Okay, then we have plus minus, this will become minus, this becomes 3 is equal to 5 times 2, we have what? 10. All right, so we have 10x is equal to, if this comes to this side, it becomes 13. Then we have x is equal to, we divide both sides by 10, x becomes 13 all over 10, and x becomes what? 1.3. So x is equal to 1.3. So back to the question. To find x plus y, it means our x, what did we find as x? Okay, x is equal to 1.3 plus our y is what? Okay, let me put it in 13 plus 13 over 10. Then y is minus, we have y 1 over 5. So if you find the LCM of 10 and 5, the LCM of 10 and 5 is what? 10. 10 here, 10, we have 13, right? 13, then 5 here, 2, then we have minus 2. This is equal to 11 over what? 10. And this is the answer. This is what? X plus y is equal to what? 10. I hope you enjoyed today's problem 7. I'm still Bukola Joseph, the physics enthusiast. Bye.